You've never had a chicken bacon ranch like this? That's because I made it my way. Let's go. Recipes, in my opinion, are guidelines. There are plenty of times where we come out here and we do our recipes 100% from scratch. So that way we can verify our recipes and also know that we're confident before we send it out to you. However, I'm not a recipe guy. I'm a throw it in the pot, see if it works kind of guy. A lot of times, I'm really close. In this instance, we're going to be really close because you like ingredients. I'm going to make a ranch dressing today because we're doing a chicken bacon ranch. As mentioned, if you guys want the exact recipe, these are actually different, but they get you to point A to point B. They're found on theflattopking.com. Today is about cooking with love, which is what I love to do. I look at them for guides. What ingredients would go into a recipe and let me determine what goes in it. Let's get started. When it comes to ingredients, we got your seasonings, we got a little lemon. I'm gonna use a little Greek yogurt because I've been using this a lot lately to cut back on the amount of fat and nastiness in mayonnaise. Some pickled jalapeno, some horseradish, my spice that, which has that jalapeno buttermilk built in, some chives, and some sour cream, a little cream if we need it.
Do you want to estimate for me?
Oh, this is gonna drive you nuts. Nope. I'm gonna do equal parts mayonnaise, probably a quarter of the mayonnaise, half the sour cream. Like I said, I'm trying to cut back on that mayonnaise. And then some Greek yogurt. I didn't mix it up. I need to mix it up.
So is it 2 parts Greek yogurt, 2 parts sour cream, 1 part mayonnaise?
I don't know what the correct terminology is, but let's do this. 1 part Greek yogurt, 50% sour, or 1 part Greek yogurt. I don't know how you do it. I don't know.
Well, you got to add it
if this
to
is the
100%.
whole sum, if this is the whole sum, okay, so 50%.
50, 30, 20?
I don't know. This is less than that, and that's less than that. You're just going to mix all that together. That's what you're going to do, right? Less mayonnaise. What'd you say?
50, 30, 20.
Whatever your heart desires. Already a squeezed lemon, so whatever comes out of it is just good for us. I don't know, maybe about a tablespoon. A little garlic powder. And I'm not going to go heavy on the powders because I am going to add my seasoning. A little dill weed. It's a big deal. A little, what is that called? Minced onion. Parsley for color. I don't ever think it adds flavor. It's all about color. I've been rocking this right here lately. So chives at the grocery store are $1.98 for the fresh ones. And they last all about 2 seconds in the refrigerator if you don't use them all. I got these dried ones. I like them. They're in like the, what do you call it, section? The vegetable section. What's that called?
Produce?
Yeah, thank you. You guys get all my mumbers and jumbers. Horseradish and ranch, I know what you're saying. But I'm telling you, just a little bit goes a long way. Adds a little pop. Jalapeno is going to be in the mix. And I'm going to use my jalapeno seasoning. This is optional. This doesn't go in it typically. Just a little bit of the vinegar. And then this is what really makes it sing. It's got that buttermilk. It's almost like a spice. It's not a spicy ranch, but...
We actually created it to be a ranch dressing mix and a seasoning in one.
That's true. Give that a mix and you're going to taste it. If you don't like it, add something else to it. If you think it needs something else, add something to it. But as you can see, once you add all the ingredients, if you ain't dang close, I don't know what is. See? Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. Just put some stuff in a bowl, mix it up, and hope it works. Damn.
Let me taste it.
Before or after?
Let me taste it before.
So if I would have put my finger in there, we'd edit that out, and you guys have never seen it. If I would have put my finger in there, you guys would have cussed me out saying that's disgusting.
Oh, that's good.
And my wife just immediately puts her finger in there. At least I use a fork. At least.
We're the ones eating it.
That's true. All right, that should be good. I'm going to let that sit in the refrigerator. We got a little work to do on the chicken. But that right there, honestly, is fantastic. Like I said, like-minded ingredients. Cut back on that mayonnaise when you use that Greek yogurt. It kind of adds that little tanginess, you know, that I kind of like about the dressings. And I think I'm going to add just a touch more because that is some good stuff.
Are we going to add half and half to thin it out a little? Like a dressing?
Just, I don't know, not that much. I don't know, I kind of like my ranch dressing thick. But it is better, no doubt about it. You can't argue. No matter how you make it or what rule of thumb you go through, you got to make sure it sets up. All those flavors distribute a little bit more evenly. See, that looks good right there. Now that's some dippage. All right, when it comes to chicken, I've got some boneless, skinless chicken breast. Now, we have a couple options to talk about.
Are those breasts or thighs?
What'd I say?
Breast.
Boneless, skinless chicken thighs. This is a thinking. I feel like if it stays whole, you get a better sear on the griddle. You can do one of two things. You can pound your meat, probably edit that out, but we'll keep that in there. Or if you see a fat part of the meat, you can just make it thinner, right? So this depends on how lazy you want to do it. Like I said, there's more than one way to do it, which is why recipes are only a guide. Let's say this, man, I'm getting lucky today. Hang on, folks. I don't ever get this lucky. Trust me. That's my wife. All right, there we go. So look, See how that spot's a little bit thicker? You can just take a knife, not a big deal, and just open it up. And that's what you're kind of looking for. I know it's not perfectly even, but instead of beating your meat, you can easily come back in here like this and just open it up a little bit. But you're just looking for uniform pieces. They're going to cook different temps anyways. I'm just going to come and take some of this fat off. As much fat as I love in food, you can afford to lose some of it. It's not going to be a big deal. And they can cook a little bit longer than breast. So they've naturally got some more fat in there, so you can cook them at a higher temperature. Now, what you could do is, which is a decision every person has to make. You could go ahead and cut this up in chunks because eventually it's going to be cut up in chunks, but I truly feel like this is one of the instances where if you keep your chicken whole, you get a better sear, and a better sear is where the flavor's at, and that's what you want. You know, if you're going to build your layers of flavor, you have got to be able to find it somehow. If you cut your chicken up right now and put it on the griddle, it's going to cook so fast, then you don't really have that advantage.
I wonder if they think it's weird that you call me kid.
Well, if they actually knew your real nickname. Alrighty, first things first, the first layer is going to be the spice that. Like I said, we're mirroring those jalapeno flavors, and I'm not going to overdo it because some people said that it's not really a chicken bacon ranch unless you use ranch. And I guess if you want to save a little bit of this and put in your ranch dip that you just made, dressing, you probably could do that too. How much is that? I don't know. Just a little bit of pickle juice.
Is that pickle juice or jalapeno juice?
What'd I say?
Pickle juice.
Golly. Whatever that is.
Pickled jalapeno.
And I know that doesn't look like oil, but that is because it's so cold outside. Give that a mix. Work it all together. This is going to be your marinade. And let this sit in the refrigerator for a few hours. Alrighty, griddle is heating up, and I am going to hug this bottom end because as the bacon cooks, the grease is going to flow downhill. And so what I'm going to do is turn the griddle up from like a medium low to like a medium. And then we're going to use this bacon grease to be able to cook those chicken thighs. Alright, as that bacon fat renders out, I'm just using it to coat the griddle. That's going to be our landing zone for the chicken breast. Chicken marinated. The griddle's up to temp, looking good. And as I mentioned, as that bacon fat renders, it's going downhill. And that's going to lubricate our chicken. And wouldn't you know, we have our homemade hoagie rolls. We made them on that chicken bacon ranch, and I made a dedicated video for that. We could put it in the description because we can't find hoagie rolls near as good as this around here, and they're bigger, and I think that matters. I'm gonna show you a quick little secret here on this garlic butter. So since it's so cold outside, no way this will be room temperature. And we'll just melt it on the griddle, douse the bread in there, and then season it, and it'll be good to go. I'll show you. Some of you might say this bacon's overcooked. My wife will say the bacon's not cooked enough. So
That's true.
see all that bacon grease? Add a pat of butter and a pat of butter. Let it absorb some of it. A little bit of garlic powder, seasoned salt. My garlic bread combo right there. Don't have long on that one. Woo. That right there. No matter if I do fancy editing or not, the one thing I still say, you got to make sure that your chicken is cooked all the way through. You see that one? That's getting close. See the difference? You got to be careful, especially with your thighs, because they're all different sizes. Looky there, not bad at all. The reason why I do that is because this is very reminiscent of the spatula. You know, when we do our cheesesteaks and stuff, we say pile your meat up in the size of your bread, because your bread can be different sizes, right? This is like 8 inches. If it was like 12 inches and you lift it up, you know, you got, you know, what, a quarter of your stuff hanging off, or it won't go into your sandwich. With that being said, I'm going to mirror that theory, that idea, I know it sounds stupid, but you know, it's all the little details that you guys typically don't see, and gals. Juicy as can be.
I know, we gotta try a piece.
No, you keep your hands off my chicken. Told you.
That is delicious.
Juicy? So do you think it's worth it to do the crust like that?
Yes. What did we put in that?
Of course, I'm going to give all the credit to Spice That, but no, you had the ranch dressing, the ranch seasoning.
Spice that and
the frozen oil, bacon grease.
Frozen oil.
And the ranch seasoning. All that shenanigans.
That chicken is so stinking.
Hey, get off my chicken.
Good.
I know. I think it's the sear, too. I think the sear helps. All right. So let's put, you want a little bit more chicken on there? Let's do a little bit more chicken, because after all, we are eating protein. Look how good that chicken looks,
The chicken is perfect.
Yeah. Here's the deal. Cool down, Griddle. Dang. Let me cool down that griddle. Just a touch. I just don't want to cook the chicken to death. So if you just take the water and cool down the griddle a little bit, don't overdo it because you'll lose all your temp. Find a little landing zone. Chicken goes right on. Cheese. Add some agua. See how softer that water is? That's what you're looking for. You don't want this blistered hot. And just let it melt. Several hours marinated. Hey, keep your chicken out of my dippage. Dang scoundrel. Good? That dip is good.
That's delicious.
They say that you oversell it, honey. Ooh. Sneak peek. Big old slab of bacon.
I mean, it's not overselling it when it's literally better than what you would get at most restaurants.
Good? Look good to you?
Yep. Top that, baby.
Crown thy hood with brotherhood.
I don't think that's the way the song goes, honey.
Now, is that a chicken bacon ranch or what? Do we hit it?
That is...
Now, who's going to cut it and eat the first bite? We know for a fact your mouth. Do you call one of them versus the other? No. You just want to make sure that hood runs soft. I'm about to tell you what, you put that right, I'd sell that. I'd sell out of them things.
That's the telltale sign when you automatically start smiling.
Now don't drop it everywhere, dadgummit. Take a big bite. We all know on camera by now. We made the hoagie buns. We had a light sprinkling of salt on the top. I like that. Just all those layers, all those foundations we talk about when you're cooking. Hope you guys enjoy. We're going to chow down. As always, find us on Instagram, find us on Facebook. There's a join button down below to membership program. We thank each and every one of you for taking time for doing so. Last but not least, thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Peace.
Babe.
Tell me.
That is perfect.
Speak it in existence.
That is
If
perfect.
you speak it, they will come.
That is perfect.